Oh, you built the stream too.
Hello.
Hello.
Greetings.
You should probably do that.
There we go. Yep, adding my own microphone would definitely help.
It also,
Professional.
also help me to mute your stream so I don't get the echo delay.
Yes.
I pulled it up and muted it.
It's starting, it is. So, guarantee you guys, the first stream will be a little bit scuffed, but I'm sure you all expected it. We'll be figuring out best way to have this set up and everything like that. So, yeah, welcome to Tale of Deadlands. What do we call it?
Hell and Heroes.
Hell and Heroes.
Oh.
Ethan died.
Oh.
There he is.
Begun.
Oh.
I'm alive. Don't worry.
Yeah, just swap your camera back on.
I know, I've got two screens.
There we go.
You have two screens and a blank character sheet.
There we go.
Also, I do have chat open so I can see you guys talking as well. So if you have questions for me in there, just tag me there. I'll try to answer them.
The scuff begins. Shut up, Veronica.
That's right. Unless, Kathy, do you have anything else you want to do for your intro? Oh, yeah.
I should probably actually do a proper intro. Welcome to Tale of Deadlands, Hell and Heroes. We will be recording this and throwing it up on YouTube as well. I'm going to put the full VOD up, and then also an edited version of it, if I ever get that done. But the full VOD will go up. Yeah. We're going to be going over some of the Deadlands mechanics, just so y'all have a kind of clue what's going on, and then we'll get rolling into the story. So Brian, you can take over for a little bit.
All right, cool. Hi, Brian. I'm the GM. Marshall in this setting is what they're called. Storyteller. So all this jazz on this tabletop. I don't know if Kathy's zooming around on hers. Built some battle maps. A lot of this is going to be theater of the mind because building these maps takes a long time. But all the battles will have these sort of maps and little figurines and jazz. Deadlands. We'll be playing the Green Book Hell on Earth variant, which is the post-apocalyptic one. There's also the Orange Books, which is the old time cowboy times. I know Clark is real fond of that one.
I like both.
Yeah, so Deadlands as a concept for the game takes pretty much our history up, I believe, until 18. No, it's not 1876. It's up till
65.
65, yeah. So, pretty much everything is the same up until the Battle of Little Bighorn. That is when the war was about to happen there. A bunch of zombies rose up from graves. The four horsemen of the apocalypse showed up, and everything started to get a little bit funky, and that is where it diverges from our normal historical timeline.
Except one difference.
Well,
slave trade.
I was gonna get to that. But
that doesn't exist.
Yeah. Slave trade, a lot of the racist tones of our past history do not exist in this world. So a little bit more PC friendly version of our America's history. But so timeline is congruent from orange books into green books. So time happens. Most things happen similarly. The only big thing is in the Orange Book settings, a little bit of spoiler, but the Reckoners win. Bad guys win. Um, therefore, shifting the tone of the world, and everything just becomes worse and worse until eventually World War III happens. Uh, After that happens, there's a genius inventor named Darius Hellstrom. It's one of the main characters of main players in this game. Found and invented a thing called a ghost rock bomb. It's pretty much a nuke that is charged with this new ore called ghost rock. It's like a super fuel, excuse me. So it does collateral damage is not as bad as like a normal nuke would be, but everything on the spiritual spectrum, it just nukes the crap out of that. So that happens. World War III happens. North and the South are fighting. That's another thing that changes. So it's like the CSA and the I forget what the northern group is called, but off the top of my head, they're having their fights. All the major cityscapes, so city capitals and things on the days of the last war get nuked with those ghost rock bombs and make these giant swirling black and purple evil vortexes of screaming souls there. And that's where we're at now. So the current year is 2095. The last war happened about 13 years ago, so around like 2070-ish area. And yeah, it's a D20 system, not your typical D20 like D&D 5e is similar, but you'll be rolling multiple dice. The dice can also explode. Cards are used for character creation and a lot of other like facets of this game. Initiative, you get cards for your actions. There is no typical I kill this thing, I get X experience points. Your experience is based on something called bounty chips, which are the fate chips that everybody will be getting. People draw them at the beginning of a mission, and they get them for role playing hindrances of their character, which is why I really like this system a lot, because your character's growth and progression is based on how you roleplay. So people have hindrances on their characters, roleplay those hindrances. When we're done with missions, we go through around the table. Everybody's like, "Hey, I roleplayed being really greedy, or being randy, or whatever their hindrance might be." They try to, we talk about what they did throughout the mission and how those things affected them. So that's how they get rewarded experience. Trying to think. Forgot the rest of my spiel.
Exploding dice.
Yeah, so people have dice. If they roll the max number on the dice, it explodes. Some people might be rolling 3d6, 2d6, 1d6, whatever number of dice and die types. So there is the possibility to roll really, really high numbers. Things can get kind of interesting there. On the reverse side, it's actually more hard to bust, which is like a crit fail. So in the Deadlands system, it is half of your amount of dice rounded up for a failure. So rolling more dice is usually better than only rolling one. I think what else? You guys got anything else? I hear a pug.
Uh, um, if you roll really well and you beat your target number, the TN, by 5 or more, right, Brian? You get a
5
raise?
raises.
5 raises. Yes.
5 raises.
So
That's a
TNs,
bit of a intricate detail.
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so TNs, that's a phrase you'll be hearing that is essentially the equivalent of a DC in Dungeons and Dragons. Other words you hear, like Clark said, raises. A raise is 5 above whatever the target number is. You can get multiple raises, which lets you do different things depending on what you're trying to do. Also, if you guys have any questions while we're playing, like I said, message in the chat. I'll try to answer questions as I can and not impede the gameplay. Or if you have things later, maybe we'll do like a Q&A or like a round table fireside chat or something.
I'm going to say, if you, I know, if you want to explain the combat system before we even get there, briefly, because
We can
that's
explain that as
drastically
we
different
go.
than. Okay. Okay.
It'll be
yeah.
really awkward to try to explain it without having people rolling dice and stuff, so.
Yep, and
Okay.
I foresee you guys being in combat fairly soon, so I'm not too worried about that.
Oh boy, howdy.
But yeah, I guess I'll go around. Like I said, Brian, I'm your GM. We can go around. Everybody, go ahead and introduce yourselves. We're gonna go around, so it'll be Clark, Ethan, Henry, Kathy, and then Parker.
Okay. Hi, I'm Clark. He, him. I will be playing Kent Kane this campaign.
Ethan, he, him, gonna be playing Numb.
Henry, he, him, and I will be playing DT.
Kathy, or Static. Hi. She, her, and I'll be playing Lulu.
Hello, Parker, he, him. I'm going to be playing Bruce, also he, him.
Luckily, I think all of our pronouns match our players to characters, so it'll be a little bit easier.
All right. Well, I think unless you guys have anything else, we'll get started. Going once, going twice. All right. Kathy, if you would, on your screen,
Yes.
go ahead and zoom down to the map so they can kind of get a visual of where we're gonna be
Junkyard
at.
map?
No,
Or-
you, it's down by that one. You're over in Louisiana.
Oh, the big map.
Big map.
Dandy Dick. You missed.
Yes. So, setting takes place in the hell swamps of Louisiana. It is a Thursday, probably about 2 in the afternoon. And I am going to roll to see who we introduce first. All right. So, Ethan. It's been about 2 days. I'm starting to run low on food. You thought, with all of your experience kind of wandering the wastes as you do, that navigating these swamps would be a little bit easier, but it has determined to you that it has not been. You're full of mosquito bites. The mosquitoes here are like, the size of your fist at some places. The vines, the swamps. Dodged a couple large gators that are probably big enough to like eat a semi truck. But you've managed to kind of find the outskirts of some like ruin and rubble that you're kind of like sitting down, taking a break for the afternoon, catching your breath, rationing out what little food you have left. If you want to go ahead and describe what your character looks like.
He is 6 foot, bald, auburn, reddish tinted, handlebar mustache, semi-transparent skin. And if the light hits me right, you can see the outlines of organs and other things of that sort. Yeah, you can... Kathy did a fantastic job drawing him up. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. That's
Any particular gear he's carrying around?
um. Currently, he's got an army duffel. He's got a orange backpack. That's fantastic to have in this time of and then just kind of got a couple little he's got a satchel on his hip, and that's about it. Nothing too wild.
We'll get back to you in just a moment. One. Clark and Kathy.
Oh, move back over to the characters.
Let you go first.
I'm going first? Okay.
Your stream.
Doesn't mean anything. Lulu is about 5 foot nothing. Darker skin tone, dark hair, dark eyes. But the most noticeable feature is her left arm is completely missing and replaced with some heavy junker tech. Looks very piecemeal. A large, almost battery pack looking thing on the back of it. But it seems to be a fully functional arm. Just, mechanical. Otherwise, she looks pretty weather-worn. Pretty dirty. Pretty just survive in the wastes. Wastes. It's not really west in Louisiana. Wastes. Has some...
You're in the mid-waste.
Mid-waste. Weaponry is all small. Pistols, knives, things that can be used with one hand, because obviously there was an issue with that for a while. Yeah. Go ahead.
Kent is a little above average height. Older gentleman. At first it looks like he just has very tanned, weathered, wrinkled skin, but as you get closer you realize it's a little thicker, a little more wrinkly, and creases in places that don't seem to match up. Got a few extra gray hairs in him. Has a bit of a bulky look to his torso compared to the the proportions on his limbs. Walks around in a duster, leather chaps for armor, Kevlar bulletproof vest, has his own backpack. There is the marking of a... I forgot my rank. Let me look at my character sheet.
I believe it was a sergeant.
We'll say 2 stripes usually a sergeant.
Yeah. I know military so well, guys.
Don't look at me. I don't know anything.
Has a little sergeant's pin on the lapel of his duster, another badge that kind of pops out every once in a while on his Kevlar, and then the badge on his hat marking him as an old Texas Ranger. Most of the time, just milling about, pretty average worn, tried and tested gear. Keeping pace with Lulu, moving through this hell swamp we find ourselves in. Grimacing a little bit more with some aches and pains in his joints.
And Kent, you're hating this weather, these bugs. They're not bothering you as much because you got that thick skin compared to a lot of people. Lulu's loving it. It's nasty here. It's hot. Sweat. Everybody, you're all covered in sweat. You've been sweating since you've been here.
I'm in my comfort zone.
Yeah, very much so. You guys were down here chasing a bounty. He has managed to lose you guys in this swamp. You lost track of him about half a day ago. and you've been trying to. You guys decided to have cut your losses for now and make your way back towards Junkyard Way. Unfortunately, kind of having a hard time navigating out of this swamp. You had a horse named Biscuit. You're not really sure why you brought him here, but you've had to eat him in the past couple days.
That's
Uh,
goodbye. It, yeah, there's a reason his name was Biscuit the Third.
um, but what little meat and so you didn't let anything go to waste. You got some stuff to make glue. Send him to the special farm later. But what little food you guys have is starting to dwindle out as well. You're somewhere near Baton Rouge area, but navigating the swamps like navigating through the rainforest in a sense. Like you don't know up from down, left from right. There's a lot of things here, as in most places in the Waste, but even more so here. There are a lot of things that want to eat you. And you're being extra careful because you are still very close to the Mississippi, and as you guys all know, and this goes for everybody at the table, you would know this. You don't go east of the Mississippi River because if you go over there, you die. Rumor has it that it's just a giant necropolis over there, controlled by somebody or something. Maybe it's the Reckoners, nobody's really sure. But there are a group of peacekeepers, I guess is the easiest way to describe them, called the River Rats. Kind of their own little faction, but they have a lot of naval equipment, boats, and things, and they do patrols up and down the Mississippi River to make sure things don't perpetually spill over into the wastes where you guys are. But yeah, so that's where you guys are at. And then, last but not least, DT and Bruce. DT and Bruce, you traveled down here on purpose. DT, you're out around near Junkyard Way, where you got some memos, I guess, letters from an old friend talking about being near a little settlement, probably about 40 to 50 miles north
Hey,
of
Dandy Dick!
Baton Rouge
You missed.
area. And they were in dire need of some doctors, because doctors are in very small supply. So you guys have made your way out here. Made your way there, helped treat some of the people that were in that town. Met up with an old friend named Aaron. If you want to write that down, Henry. They gave you what little supplies they had, and you guys are heading back out on your way. Managing to navigate a little bit through the swamps. Okay. And if you guys want to go ahead and describe your characters, you feel free to.
Alright, I guess I'll go first. Bruce is a pretty big boy, very muscular. Probably over 7 feet tall. Definitely over 7 feet tall. He seems to have a friendly face. Seems always a little like he's looking around. His clothes are simple, they seem to be handmade. When he's not out and about in the wastes, his face is almost a little too square. He has bright green eyes. But he seems overall like a good guy. Otherwise, when he's out actually in the waste, he has a police helmet he usually wears. I think he's usually carrying a club. He has 2 swords and something he wears on his hands, kind of like for knuckles for punching.
All right. Their DT is average height, about 5'10", brown hair, very short beard, brown hair as well with the gray in it. Wearing some handmade clothing, so browns and tans, grays. Wears a long coat as well with a backpack. Usable weapons would be a medium rifle on his back. Good sturdy pair of boots.
Right. Could I have all of you roll a cognition check for me, please?
It begins.
We will say it is hearing based. So if you have any hearing based things that modify that, apply those to your roll.
Do you want us to like type it in the tabletop chat what we got, or just like hold up our fingers, or what's up?
You
Type
can
in the
just
chat.
yeah,
Okay.
you can type what you got. You can also say what you have as well.
I got a 10. I've got a +2.
So you have a +2. Okay, 10.
Correct.
All right. 10 you were looking for was a 3. It's a real simple one. All of you, because I don't think anybody failed, nope, can hear off in the distance, kind of panicked screaming. Not for like help. You just hear fuck, 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 fuck. And you can hear a gun go off a couple times in different directions from where each of you are at, but that is what you guys can hear.
Kent will just kind of look over at Lulu, not say much, and draw a pistol and just head off into the direction.
Yep, she'll follow. Which is pretty typical for them.
I'm just gonna climb since you said I'm in the like a ruins area. I'm gonna climb to the highest point I can and just kind of glance out in the direction of it.
All right. What's everybody else doing?
Bruce is kind of gonna look at DT, just be like, "We go."
Well, yeah, because sounds like someone's doing something over there.
All right.
Okay. Ethan, I'm not going to make you roll because you have a pretty easy time getting up to kind of a vantage point. If people want to be kind of like hidden, go ahead and roll sneaking rolls for that as well as you approach.
Okay.
Are we trying to be stealthy, Henry?
I mean, I'm not very stealthy.
So I don't think I am either. I think we just walk.
We're just going.
Yeah.
Pretty sneaky. I got a 10 total.
Okay.
I have +1, so I'm at a 7. It's not great.
You just hiding behind me.
All right. Y'all managed to make your way towards the commotion. Those of you that were stealthy are in cover. Those of you not, go ahead and everybody can make a sight-based cognition to see what you see.
Just moving up behind, using tree cover, sneaking around. Occasionally looking back, make sure Lulu's behind me. Ooh,
She is
explosion.
small. Smells just following your footsteps that are too far apart.
Exploded dice. I'm so excited. Ooh.
28. Woo!
Ooh.
God damn.
Bruh.
Rolling 4d10 and then getting a +2 from Eagle Eyes.
Them explosions.
I'm gonna go with Ethan
Explosions.
first since he rolled the highest. Where you're at, Ethan, you can see 3 things. So you can see a guy kind of like running and dipping, like in and out of kind of like the ruins between alleyways. You can see him like jumping and running away from something. You can't quite make out what that something is. But he looks panicked and he's like trying to like looking like he's trying to fix his gun. You can assume that his gun probably jammed at whatever he was firing at. The other 2 things that you do see is you see 2 other groups of 2 people approaching towards the ruins that you're at. One group of them is just kind of strolling up. Do you guys have any weapons out, Henry and then Parker?
Yeah, I've got my gun out.
Bruce would just have his fucking brass knucks.
Okay. So you see that, and then Lulu and Kent. Do you guys have anything out as well?
Yep, pistol.
Yeah, I got one of my revolvers drawn, and
All right.
just right hand moving.
So you see those 2 groups of people approaching also. The latter of the 2 is trying to be more stealthy about it, kind of using cover, staying low. The other group is just kind of broadly walking into this area. And you're not illiterate, correct, Ethan?
I am not, no.
Okay. Something you would also notice, you're kind of like just scanning around. You see an old faded sign that says, "Welcome to Port Allen, Louisiana."
That was Port what?
Port Allen.
Right.
So that is what you see. All right, what did everybody else get?
10.
10, 10. And then Ethan, did you roll a stealth to like hide or no?
No.
Okay.
Ethan's character's just sitting up there smoking a vape, watching like, that's pretty neat.
Damn.
That's wild, man.
Gotta love Junker Tag.
Lulu and Kent, as you make your approach, you do. Let's see. What did you get, Lulu? 7? Right?
Yes, I believe so.
You both kind of notice how like the side of your eyes are kind of moving and using some of the covers of the ruins and rubble. There's just this strange looking man just kind of like spotting out up in like a high spot in these ruins, just kind of like looking around. And you do clock that he does notice you.
Ethan, are you armed?
I have 2 of them.
Dude, not cool. There's a handicap.
I've only
Just
got
got a
one,
prosthetic
man.
right there. No, do you have a?
Do you have a weapon out?
Do you have any weapons
No,
out?
I do not have any weapons out.
I make a hand gesture, like to Lulu to like point, like not because we're not talking, just like silent hand gesture pointing up and seeing if get the nod back.
Mm-hmm.
But oh fuck me, be like, I don't see a rifle or nothing, so they're probably not a threat right now.
I mean, they're bald. You never know.
I'm gonna rearrange you guys on this board of where you are at.
Oh yeah, set us up on the board where we're at.
That's fair. Yeah, it's true. Well, it's true. just be mindful of the observer. Then.
I locked my piece. Just a heads up.
Yeah, that's fine. These two just kind of strolling up. And then you two would kind of be near this edge over here. Hunched up against the building.
Making an attempt to be stealthy.
Listen here, that's what the duster's for. It's big and built like out.
Are you wearing wearing your duster in this sweaty ass swamp?
Yes.
That's fair.
Look, it's easier to carry.
You're like, I gotta.
It's easier to carry this way. We've been over this. I'm gonna bitch that it's hot no matter what. You know how hard it is to sweat through this skin? I did not foresee this being an issue when this happened.
Ethan, the figure that you saw, from what you can make out, probably in his mid to late 20s, blonde hair, younger looking dude. Kind of has like what you would assume is like a scav, like it's just looking for scraps and stuff in the ruins.
Where is he?
So both of you would have seen him kind of like dart but lose sight of him. Ethan's got a little bit of a better vantage point, but he's over here right now currently. You saw him kind of like duck into these ruins over here. Both of you on the ground. Actually, everybody go ahead and make another sight-based cognition.
We're over here bickering about a trench coat. We're not seeing anything.
And sweating.
You
could just tie it around your waist.
Checks.
You could just tie the cloak around your waist. No.
I got an +2, so I got an 11, right?
Okay.
Doesn't matter if I tie it around my waist. I'm just I'm getting like slow roast cooked inside my own skin. It's like a crock pot.
DT and Bruce, how far are you guys like wandering in? Like you're on the cusp of like the centerscape of these ruins. Do you keep proceeding inwards, or are you kind of like surveying first?
I mean, Bruce will just kind of keep walking until DT says, "Hang on a second."
We're gonna hold up a little big guy and see what we can see. You're an awfully big target. Just walk out in the open.
You're right. Gotta sit back, like up against this little building right here.
Did anybody not make a 5?
Me.
Me.
Okay.
We're bickering about a cloak. It's fine.
Again, it's like I'm a dry roast in a crock pot. It's horrible.
So you guys don't see, but you definitely hear because there's no roll for that. But the other three, you can see a pack of what kind of look like naked mole rats that are very mutated, kind of scamper into the ruined area where that dude ducked in. There are a lot of them. Give me just a second and I will populate how many. But very shortly after that, you can hear another kind of like burst of automatic gunfire go off, and you just hear another scream like "Fuck! Fuck! God damn it! Son of a bitch!" Okay.
Could I do a thing?
Yeah, what would you like to do?
I'd like to drop to my belly, dig through my pouch, my bag, and pull out a
Mhm.
bowling pin.
Yeah.
All right. That'd be it.
Excuse me.
What are you, a juggler?
Likes bowling, obviously.
Yeah.
He's got it backwards. He throws the pin down the hole to knock down a bunch of balls. But he's
So
like,
yeah,
they're perfectly round. They can't fall over.
you guys see, well, those of you who saw, see a pack of the most god-awful looking rats that you've ever seen in your life pour out of an alleyway. If anybody would like to make a knowledge roll, you might be able to identify what kind of rats these are. So I know some people might have that kind of lore.
That's for the
Yeah.
people that saw it.
Yes.
Okay, so not me.
Not me.
Ab-
Well,
I would love to roll.
Just
Absolutely.
a general knowledge check.
Yep.
while the rolls are happening, I just want to say the visuals Brian's used for these, I don't like them because they have 2 sets of teeth.
I love them. They're terrible.
Just to
Kathy,
add terror.
if you want to hover over them and hold down Alt, Kathy.
I have them.
Oh, okay.
Ugh.
I didn't know.
Ugh.
You can scroll and still zoom. 2 sets of teeth. I hate it.
I got an 8 on knowledge.
16.
16. Okay.
Ian says they
both
need
of-
more teeth. Go ahead.
Yeah. That's just the models. Like I'll describe in more detail what they look like here in a second. Both of you would be able to recognize that they kind of look like a cross between a rat and a beaver.
Be
DT,
a reaver.
yeah, DT, you would know more specifically because of who you are. That they are a thing called a nutria. They usually came, back in the day, they were more native to South America. But they're essentially just like a giant water rat. They weigh about 15 to 20 pounds, about 3 feet long, and have a rat-like tail webbing in between their little fingies, and really, really big teeth. These ones are they're pretty gnarly. You know that they have a very big, not inversion, the opposite of that. I can't think of that word at the moment. They like to gnaw and chew on things. So, these ones are probably about 30 pounds. So like the size of a medium-sized dog. Because, the radiation in the wasteland does great things. Whatnot. Then they, instead of having their nice fur, they got kind of like matted, gnarly patches of fur here and there, radiation boils, extra long and thicker looking teeth. Alright, so
Yeah, that's about a few.
It's enough slices.
Oh,
But see, guys, if you look at the model and depending on which way, they're running away. It's all a matter of perspective.
There's so many.
I'm done at the Olive Garden. Can I get my check? I said,
That guy's gonna
You
get
want-
fucked. Peace.
So you saw essentially the front half of them pour into here. So you see this dude duck out, make it to about here, or they kind of close on him, pour out. You don't lose sight of the other half. But they're starting to jump on this dude and all, and try to eat him. What would you guys like to do?
I feel an overwhelming need to go help this man. So much like Frank Reynolds. Kent, seeing this, would burst from his cover, try to move forward as far as I can, draw a second pistol, and start shooting at the giant rat things. Because to him, these just came out of nowhere, and it's a snap, fuck, 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 and try to bang and shoot that guy. Shoot, not the guy,
Don't bang the guy.
So what I will do is anybody who would like to react is essentially you're going to get one full like round of action to do so. So like everybody gets to do a thing. You guys can essentially get a surprise round on these. Also, as you guys kind of like move in and look closer, you can see that there is the Mississippi not too far off from like where you guys are at.
Oh, it's literally right there.
We're
I hate
right,
that.
we're right
Jesus.
on it.
Okay.
I hate that.
I thought that was just a river.
It's
is
not.
the river.
It's not Mississippi River proper, but it is an offshoot of one
Okay.
that connects to it.
It's a
little better.
tributary. It's a
Mhm.
tributary.
So, Clark, you wanted to move in.
I wanted to move in and shoot.
Okay.
So are the squares and yards?
Yes, and they should be. If you click on the ruler and
Yeah.
switch it to grid, they should be 1-for-1.
Okay, I have a pace of 10, so I'm gonna move up to here. Hold on. Kathy, can you move my token to there? Because I'm gonna mess up the.
Fuck.
Thank you. Both pistols out, and yeah, I'm gonna try to shoot the ones that are immediately on him
Okay.
or
Let
them.
me-
This person.
I will organize these a little bit better.
And Brian, I'm not used to dual wielding. Do I get a shot each pistol, or
Yes,
is that too many actions?
Nope. Okay, so you have two-fisted, right?
Yeah, yes I do.
So normally you would get a -2, -4 if you're aiming at the same target. So you will get a -0, -2. So -2 on your offhand.
Okay, so I will roll main hand, and then my offhand. Okay. 3d12s. The first one is a 9,
Hits.
and the second one is a 8 after the penalty.
Hits. Go ahead and give me 2 locations.
Oh yeah, it's a d20, correct?
Yep.
Because I'm not aiming anywhere particular. First one's a 4, second one's a 16.
Okay. And if you look on your sheets, 'cause I don't have that readily available to me at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
4 is, I believe, a leg. 16 should be upper guts, if I remember right.
And yeah, it's upper guts. And I.
Yeah, 4 is a leg.
Yeah.
Is it evens or left, aren't they?
Should be on your sheet also.
I'm trying to find that.
Left is even, right is odd.
Okay, I would remember that part right. You want me to get damage going?
Yep.
Alright, first shot is a 5, a 4, then 10, so 19 on the first one? Or wait, do we damage adds together, right?
And also, yes, we're gonna resolve this, but then but it's been a hot minute since I've done this. We're gonna make you guys make a roll real quick.
Okay. And then second shot. I got gun happy because I see someone in trouble.
No, I get it.
16 on the second one for damage. So
16.
19, then 16.
All right.
But
The
now
net-
you're in range.
That's fine. I must help this man. There's a human being in danger.
What was the? Okay, go over the damages again.
19 on the first one, which would have been the leg, and
Yep.
16 for the lower torso. And this guy's getting swarmed, Brian, so I would have been one gun at one gun at another.
Okay. That would have been less because you would have got an additional -2 for splitting focus, but you still would have hit anyway, so that's fine.
Okay. Cool. I will do better to specify that.
Yep.
That's me.
Good old Deadlands. Don't have the size of these creatures in here. That's okay. Let's see. This one.
So yeah, there's just out from sudden cover, both guns out and just bang bang and moving forward. That all no subtlety, just very big and showy, just getting out and going to work.
And then I started blasting.
And then I started blasting.
I was doing my best to not.
We'll get it out of the way.
The one in red, you
Oops,
blow
sorry.
one of its back legs off as it kind of like screams and chitters as fucking ichory blood just kind of leaks out of its leg. Does not seem to stop it in its attempts to try to eat this man alive. Other shot makes a good solid impact with the one in yellow. Bullet sinks in. You can see it start bleeding a little bit, but these things do not seem too terribly deterred by taking damage. And since I forgot to do this from the get-go because I had the wrong stat block go, I need all of you to make a guts roll.
Oh man, I really hope I make this given what I just went through. Or what I just did. Not went through. Be awkward otherwise. Brave adds +2, doesn't it?
Correct.
I got a total of 12 then.
Okay, you're fine.
I got
Got
11.
a 9.
Good.
Oh, he's pulling out a book. Oh no.
The terrible part about us not pulling ships at the beginning of this. We're I have to show it because we've got oh well, they're all threes. They're all threes and a 1. So yeah.
It's fine.
Good start.
This is fine. Everything is fine.
Are you
could've been-
good with your roll? Too bad.
I can't say no.
It's better than being all 1s and a 3.
That is
true.
this is true. Very true. Very, very true.
Deadlands. Gotta look at the positive side.
All right. So Ethan, you got a 3 total?
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and roll 2d6. Add them. They do explode.
He's clutching that
6.
pin a lot more.
A
6.
5 and a 1. Yep. That bowling pin is going to be my new friend. It's getting a name after this.
Oh no.
This is my support bowling pin.
draw a face on it like Castaway Wilson.
Wilson.
As you're watching these things, 2 of them get shot. Seem undeterred too much by getting shot. They're just kind of like gnawing and gnashing at this dude, like ripping parts of his clothes, the little kind of scrap armor he's got on. These things just kind of give you the willies. Essentially, you will miss your first action once we roll for action cards, so you'll discard your first card one of your cards that you get. Well, actually, no. Okay, so you won't lose any action cards because you are not in actual combat. You will get a -2 to your quickness roll, and go ahead and take 1d6 in wind.
Oh, this is gonna hurt. Oh, we got a 1.
Hey.
So yeah, these things just kind of like, oh fuck, that's a lot of rats. Oh, that one just got
Rats.
shot and it doesn't care.
Rats, I don't like this. I can't be here.
All right.
Better hope they can't climb.
Mom, come pick me up.
I've got to hope I can climb faster.
Oh yeah.
All right. So y'all get an action essentially to do something. Surprise round.
I did mine.
I mean, I know what I want to do. If it's cool for me to go next.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how feasible it is, but my idea was move up here. If there's some rubble that's small enough, I was gonna grab some and just throw it at these guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. I don't know what kind of roll I have to make, how close I have to get.
The board is not necessarily what you see is what you get. It is
Yeah. I just want to make sure I'm close enough to be reasonable to where I can throw rubble at them. I would think the slab I can grab and just... I'm aiming for the back half.
Okay.
Like 12.
Okay.
Throw it unbalanced, motherfucker.
Yeah, you'll be able to. I say, what's your strength again?
Pretty high. Hold on. Strength. 312.
Okay. Yeah, you pick up like a chunk of like asphalt that's still intact. It's probably about, we'll say, like 4x3 chunk of it. You can throw it. It's got a range of 5. You'll suffer a -2 from your roll just because of distance, but go ahead and do your throwing unbalance.
Yep.
And I'm
I'm
assuming
sure I'm throwing at the back half of these guys just to make sure I don't hit the guy getting eaten in case I fuck up. That's the main plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh god, there's a giant. Is it a friend?
Oh no.
Oh,
Seeing
It's
this big
Tapiana.
giant guy. This big giant guy come out. I hate the swamps.
Got an 11 -2, so 9.
9. All right. Go ahead and roll a d12 for me.
10.
Ooh. So, I'm just gonna do this real quick. So this
Rock.
is where you're aiming for.
Yep, roughly around there.
This is about where you hit.
Ugh. Alright. As long as I don't hit the guy, that's why I aim to the right.
I rolled for the deviation from the TN that you missed. I'm gonna roll. Oh, not good. So he notices you trundling out, picking up this big, slab of rock, throwing it. He sees that it's sailing. It misses about a yard and a half to 2 yards from where you're hitting. Is going to wind up hitting him, unfortunately. But it is also going to hit essentially the front half instead of the back half. So go ahead and roll a 1d8 plus your strength.
Roll boulder damage.
Over strength 3, 12.
So roll the d8. That's separate.
Yeah.
So damage dice you add together. Strength dice you'll take the best of.
Okay. And damage dice doesn't explode.
Yes, they still explode.
So 10 for the D8. And then 8.
So 18.
Yep.
All right.
I threw rock. Threw it good. Mostly. Whenever the rock just hits that first half, it hits him, he just Bruce just yells, "Sorry!"
Whoa, sorry.
Oops.
Okay, so that wasn't intentional. I was gonna say, this guy's pissed off everything here.
No, what did this guy do? I deserve all this.
Okay.
Basically do all that and he's gonna pull out his big ass club.
So he manages to dodge most of it, but it like catches his leg.
Oh man.
So he is kind of like pinned underneath this slab, along with these three as well. The ones that are not. The other two kind of get splatted by it.
Yeah.
But the three that are colored are also kind of trapped underneath there, and like wriggling, writhing, and squirming to get at this dude underneath as well.
Ooh.
But he is now he's now kind of like prone on the ground, and his like ankle, his right ankle's like caught underneath this slab of asphalt.
I'm changing my phrase a little bit to where, sorry, my friend's a doctor.
I'm gonna like knock him over.
Dang. We don't hurt our friends.
I'm not trying to.
Or the people we're trying to save.
I was aiming that side.
So I'll just flip him. All right. Who would like to go next?
I'll just try to take pot shots at probably this one. The pistol. I don't have anything super special going on.
For reference, they are kind of like smushed under a rubble and stuff now.
Are there any of them that have I have a clear sight on, or not really?
Yeah, the three in the back that
Okay.
haven't been touched yet.
Yeah,
They themselves are like.
I will take a
bigger
shot at whatever one's got clear. I've got clear sight on.
Okay. Be any of these three.
Cool. What is my range on this? Yeah, I'll move up to here. So I'm at least not down by 3. Nope, it doesn't work. There we go. So then my range increments is only gonna be a -1 instead of a -2.
And DT and Bruce, as you know, this fight is starting. You can see these two kind of like emerge out from some of the cityscape. But they're not firing at you, so that's a good sign at least.
Shooting Oops, sorry.
You got more shooting than me. I'm cowboy man.
9 to hit.
Hits. Give me a
Okay, so
location.
that's, 20. Oh. 11, so guts.
Alright.
And then I'm rolling a 3d6, I believe, for damage. Yes. Oh, it's gonna... 165... 156. Okay,
What?
so 16, 17 total.
Okay.
No. Yes. 17 total. Oh, is 11 on the arm chart?
That's what it looks like.
Did I goof? Oh yeah, you're right. It hit one of the leg arms.
Leggies. So arms would be their front,
Yeah.
legs would be their back. So you like shoot through the sinewy muscle. You can see blood just kind of like splatter on some of the other nutrias that are out there. As it kind of like holds a little limp arm up in front of it, but it's still trying to get to this dude. They are very food motivated, it seems. DT or Numb? Would you guys like to do anything?
Good.
Yep, I'm gonna move. And then shoot at this back right one.
Okay.
Got a 10 to hit.
Hits. One raise. I forgot to do raises for you other guys here, sorry. Base to hit them is 5 with range. They don't have any other modifiers.
And we roll location next before damage.
Correct.
Got a 12, so it'll be an arm.
Yep.
I'll roll the dice.
Yeah, damage you have to count out manually. Before the dice disappear.
It was a 14 in total, Henry.
Thanks, Clark.
I got
I
you,
did
buddy.
14 damage.
Alright. Similar to what you've been seeing happen, the leg kind of gets holes blown in it from your bullets. They do not afraid of gun.
Are you also using a pistol? What are you using?
A rifle. I'm using an AK.
Alrighty. Numb, did you have anything that you wanted to do, or you just...
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna open up my pouch, pull out another bowling pin. And I'm gonna scream to everybody, there's more coming out of the ruins, figure something out. And that's my turn.
That's fine. If you guys want to have like a quick dialogue exchange before we go ahead and roll quickness, you can do that.
Sorry, I'm still recovering from I pull out another bowling pin. My brain blue screened hard.
Looks like there's quite a bit of them. Don't let them bite on you too much. They like to get close and gnaw.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to take out this many.
Let's at least get that guy out.
Well,
You guys hear? Oh, thank fucking God! Please help me! They're gonna kill me. I'm gonna die.
I won't throw any more rocks. So
Thank you. I think you might have broken my ankle.
Sorry.
And I'm numbs just counting out loud. That's all I'm doing. I'm counting out loud about roughly how many I saw out there.
I'm still waiting for you to start juggling. I do this when I'm nervous.
At a quick clip, Ethan, because you kind of got spooked by him as well with that guts roll. You're
I'm already prone.
yeah. I'm just saying, like,
prone,
in the
and I'm
intermittent, you'd say there's at least 15 that you saw.
Okay. And I'm gonna be like, I think 15, maybe 20. I don't know, but there's a lot.
I don't have enough bullets for that.
I do. Twirling pistols.
But if everyone wants to go ahead and roll quickness, we'll get this combat started.
Yeah.
You said I get a -2?
Correct. Ethan, you'll be at a -2 until you make a successful guts roll to like kind of like shake yourself out of getting spooked. Which every turn I will let you roll a free guts check.
Jesus.
You're ready.
I got the fucking zoomies, man.
What? Are we still not getting chips, Brian?
Not yet.
Okay.
Get fucked on.
Trust
Alright.
the GM. It's bad.
Alright, are we using the deck that's over here?
Yeah. Alright, so watchers, initiative in this game is done by a quickness roll. Depending on what you get is how many actions you get throughout the round. The base for getting one card is not a critical failing. You get one card from that. And every 5 after that you get an additional card. So 1 for not busting, 5 is 2 cards, 10 is 3, so on and so forth. Max you could have is 5 cards, so 5 actions per round.
Okay. Do we just deal? You want us to deal them to ourselves?
Yeah, you can grab your own cards.
I got an 8, so I get 2 cards.
15, baby.
And I'm gonna be a minute.
Your friend that's trapped under the rock has one card.
Thematic.
What a coincidence. So do I.
I should have 5. I think.
My highest is a 7.
Hey, same.
Yay, let's go.
I got 1 card for each gun.
Drink water, nerds.
Ooh.
Drink
Okay.
water, you said. I got my big thing of water before, Kathy. Look at this compared to my noggin.
Oh. You want water?
Nowhere near Parker's.
I can't help that he's compensating.
You bet.
Compensating for a kidney.
Yeah.
I can't help that.
F in the chat for Parker's kidneys.
Only the
Alright.
one.
Kidney amended.
Additionally, as in with most things based on the card system in Deadlands, the way that initiative rolls is from the suit of the cards, and they're in reverse order. So highest is Jokers, because there are Jokers in these decks. And then goes down from there. So what is your guys' high card?
7.
Ace of clubs.
There you go.
That's King of Hearts.
So if nobody has better than an ace of clubs, I believe Ethan is first.
I am gonna put it in my pocket.
Okay, I'm gonna sleeve it.
Yep.
All right. So next highest.
If you want to explain that.
So what you can do when you have a card, if you don't want to take your action, it's like delaying an action. You can sleeve that card, so you hold on to it to use at a later point in time in the initiative order. If you want to go on somebody's action, you can contest them in a quickness roll to be like, I want to use my held card to do this. Or you just talk to them. It's good for planning tactics or doing like combo things that you need to get done in the fight.
Or if you have a skill that takes 2 actions.
Yes. All right. So next high we got aces, kings. I believe was the next highest.
Yep, I got King of Hearts.
All right. I think you're up, buddy.
I think what I'm going to try to do is run up and get this guy out from under the slab I trapped him under and just pull him out.
Okay. Yeah, he's mostly hanging like forward out of it. His foot's just kind of trapped where his token is at. So he's like prone forward towards Kent right now. And he's trying to like squirm and squiggle his way out from underneath this rubble.
Where's my river thing? Yeah, I should be able to get.
Yeah, it's about 10 yards.
Yes,
Yeah, I know you're fast as fuck, boy.
fast. Goal is to get to him, try to like lift up the slab, pull him out, so I can start running back with them.
You could you can do that. That might also give the chance for the others to get out. Like, it's not much from what you can see, and if his foot was damaged enough, it pulling him out probably won't hurt him as much. So if you want to just try to yank him out,
Yeah,
you
I'll
can
just
do
yank
that.
him out. Rather keep them pinned.
Okay.
Like, sorry again.
this is gonna hurt. Sorry.
Close your eyes. On the count of 3. 1.
Go ahead and make a strength roll for me. The TN that you are looking for, not that you can modify it currently, is a 7.
Well, I got a 6.
Okay.
Thanks for reminding us.
No problem. No problem. You haven't actually started the mission yet, so you don't get full chips yet.
I got a 6.
Okay. If you want to use, yeah. So you pull him most of the way out. I'm gonna make. You get him out. He's gonna take a little bit of damage though.
That's fair. The 7 would be like, haha, no more damage. 6 is like, oh no, I've turned your foot backwards now.
Yeah, you can see, you can kind of like see the asphalt and like little bits of rebar and things that are in that slab that you pick up just kind of like scrape the bottom part of his calf and his foot, and you hear him kind of like wince and cry out a little bit, but you pull him out.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh, sorry.
He's just like, fuck, no, it's fine, we'll deal with it later.
My friend can patch you up real good.
But you have him. You pretty much you have him grappled. You can carry him like a baby. Like if you want to back up away, if you still have movement, you can do that as well.
Man, I got a 16 pace. I think still got some movement.
Yep. And if you run, you can. So you would have 6 left. If you wanted to run, you could move 12.
Okay, yeah. Let's do that.
You'll just be at -4s for this round
Yes.
to other actions.
So like here it looks like.
Yep.
Ish. That works. Whoop. Bringing it back to the gun guy.
Yeah, and your movement is not impeded because like he can't, run the best. If you wanted to like set him down, but like he can move with you as well. But you
Gotta
also
take my bridal style.
All right. And just a reminder to you guys, you get like 3 free words per action if you guys want to use those, and you can combine them with your cards. I don't mind about that.
Unless it's just kind of for fun.
Yeah.
Or for any form of actual communications.
All right.
That was
So
my
it's
turn.
Kings, queens, jacks.
I think it's just gonna be you for a minute,
That's me
Parker.
again.
What jack do you have?
Hearts and clubs.
Okay. You will get to go on your hearts. I also have a jack of clubs.
I'm guessing that's all my movement for this turn.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
So you're kind of stuck there. You can pick up the pace if you would want to. You'll suffer a D4 in wind, and you can suffer a point of wind damage, and then you'll move 1d4 yards.
1d4 yards.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll do that. Roll my. Does D4 explode?
Yes.
Ah,
Yes.
I got 2.
Okay. So you can move 2 yards in whichever direction you would like. So that's 2 squares.
Yeah.
Trying to find my right music.
That you said take 1 wind.
Yes.
Alright.
And actually, I have a jack of diamonds, so I go before your clubs.
Good. Go ahead. Because I might just hold my clubs
Oh,
in case something happens.
okay. I need to roll so. Oh, jeez. Stop pretty loud. I don't need you right now. Okay. Nope. Yeah. So those 2. This one squirms and writhes underneath this mass of rubble, does not make any headway. This one does similar, but then it starts kind of like chomping and chewing through the asphalt and breaks free from it. bunch more emerge out from the ruins, busting out of different alleyways. Only one makes it up to you.
Well, this sucks. It's already over.
It is going to attempt to chomp at the meaty part of your calf.
Yeah.
You ever notice how when animals mutate in the wasteland, for all, like 80% of the time they become carnivorous?
That's the wrong dice.
It's the same reason y'all ate the horse. If you're hungry, you're hungry.
Too soon. Too soon.
Okay. Oh, hey.
I want to see giant.
13 to hit you.
Okay.
Though I guess it's hitting you from because you're running away.
I'm running away, so it's the time he's from behind.
Yeah, so it's a
And I'm
5.
carrying him, so I don't really have a way to defend myself right now.
2 raises, doesn't matter because a cold shot.
Also, it'll only be
You don't-
one raise.
Yes.
You only have you don't have fighting people, Parker, where you hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
I have thrown unbalance.
Don't worry, my friend will heal you.
What is their strength?
These guys can't be that strong, clearly.
No, they're all on d6s. It's fine.
Oh,
I was,
man.
The
I
only
was
reason
gonna,
You only
I was
bit
gonna
through
ask,
snow.
are they at a -4 since Bruce is running? I thought that was -4 for them doing actions and then.
It doesn't
being
matter.
hit
Roll a
as well.
13.
yeah.
Oh, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
oof.
They're coming for my tasty, tasty calves.
Don't worry, I'm keeping track.
For those of you,
It's been a minute.
for those of you in the audience, this game can get super crunchy.
You're gonna take 15 points of damage to your left leg. I
Sure,
know
big boy.
you have minus armor.
Yeah, I got the civilian executive protection too. So my-
Unfortunately, their teeth are so overgrown, thick, and sharp. Any minus armor is going to only count half for half. So
Sure.
whatever your total is, subtract half, and that's how much damage it'll negate.
So you said it was 15 damage?
Correct.
So I'm taking 12.
Okay.
Okay.
So that should only be 1 wound for you.
My left leg, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Well, alright, cool. At least I'm thick-skinned.
You telling me that the things
Ow.
that shoot through concrete slabs don't care about armor? Wow.
Well,
So if you're taking the 1, go ahead and roll a d6. Take that in wind. That does
Okay.
explode also.
1.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And that is my ratty boys. Did their movements. A lot of them are trying to run and scurry to get to you guys.
Before we continue, for those of you who aren't reading in chat, there's 2 different types of damage in Deadlands. There's wounds and wind. Wounds are your actual damage. It's determined by the dice roll divided by your size. And they're distributed across all of your hit locations. If you hit 5 in any of those locations, you either lose that body part or die, if it's guts or head. Wind damage is your consciousness. If you hit 0 wind, you fall unconscious. You do take wind damage from actual wounds as well, but there are some things that only do wind damage to try to knock you out.
And if you take negative your amount of wind and wind damage, you start internally bleeding and take an additional wounds to the guts.
Mhm.
Per time that happens. Alright, I believe your other Jack is you, Brucey boy.
Yeah, I was gonna hold this one so some people can get stuff.
What's your next highest?
8. Am I going again?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you're before any of us anyway.
Alright, well, if that's the case,
Get him,
Like
big boy.
you can put him down. He
I was gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna put him down so he can start hobbling on his own.
Yep.
I'm gonna turn and try to quick draw my swords. Yeah.
all right. Give me a single quick draw roll.
Yeah, S words?
I got S words. 6.
Bye, Ethan.
You're looking for a 7 to draw
Hey.
both of them.
Well, I got 6.
All right. So you might manage to get your main hand out. The second one is being a little bit finicky, trying to move around and dodge this little rat trying to bite your feet.
That's fine. I can get just one out and stab him, that'll at least be something. Okay. So then roll for stabbing.
Mhm. I don't know if you're, and don't forget you guys can aim shot if you want to, or you just as the crow flies.
How much he's moving trying to stab my feet, I'm just trying to hit him. I'm not going really for an aim shot. He's too
That's-
ugly.
That's super fair.
Ooh. 20 to hit.
That hits with 3 raises.
Mm-hmm. D20 for location. Got an 8.
You can put it in the gizzards.
Oh, sweet. Alright, going in the gizzards.
All right, so you'll roll an extra damage dice with your damage.
3d8. And then my strength. You said damage and strength is separate, yeah?
Correct.
So 10 each. 18.
You skewer this one, kind of like stab it through the spine, just rip your sword back out as it just kind of like wriggles and writhes as it gives out a little screech death knell.
Yeah. And then I just yell at the dude, run!
Sorry about that. I had to parent for a second.
It's all good. Oh, this guy has a jack. That was a 5. Oh wait, you guys have been discarding here. Oh,
Oh, whoop, that's me.
sorry, that was that guy's card.
Never mind.
All right. Jacks, 10s, 9s.
Oh, I was holding my jack and was moved on the 8.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I was saying I just went on the 8.
Oh, you
Because
just
I thought I was
went
still
8.
next.
7s.
It's
All
me.
right.
Yeah, and then I have 1-7, but she beats me.
Yeah, I got a spade. So where am I? I'm over here. I'm going to get a bit closer. I think I'm gonna kind of tuck into here. And then shoot this one, I guess.
Okie dokie. For those of you that are close enough to this gentleman, you can see that he has a Northern Alliance Commando submachine gun that was using firing.
I rolled a 10 to hit. Location. I have 1 raise, I'm assuming. A 13 is 5.
Yes.
Is it gonna... I rolled a 20.
For damage?
No, location.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It exploded.
said.
It exploded by 20. So, do I get the +2?
Yes, you do.
Just because it's quirky and it tries to explode it.
Yeah. If you guys want to just do like rolls to hit on the table and then roll damage for physical dice, I think
that's
that'll go a little bit easier.
20. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yes, 20 damage to the head. Of this guy.
You blow it clear off.
Pew pew.
Pew, pew, pew.
Blood, viscera, and skull fragments go splattering everywhere.
And that'll be my turn.
Alright, and that was a 7, right? 7.
I got 7 of clubs.
I got 7 hearts, buddy.
I'll wait my turn.
Alrighty.
So many.
Alright. Go ahead, Clark.
Question, because this is the first time using a skill. If I were to use my leadership role, it is my action, but I would be giving my second card if I traded, right? Not the 7 I'm acting on now.
Correct. The
Correct.
7 you're acting on would be the leadership.
Yep.
Also, the other recipient has to have a card to exchange with you as well.
Yep. I read that part. So, I'm gonna move up a little here to be with Lulu. I'm gonna look over at, oh no!
Oh!
I die! I perish! That was like back here, I think. So, oh, Ethan!
You got fucking narcolepsy, dude.
Not me. I'm purple.
I
And
saw
I'm on
you.
ruler.
Hey,
I'm on ruler.
Anyway, I'm a move on up still, aiming, and I'll look over and see this gentleman with the rifle, the AK, and I'm gonna holler at him. You got some coming your way. Look out! And I would like to roll my leadership to try to trade my 6 with one of Henry's 3s.
Alright. Go ahead and give me a leadership roll.
Ooh.
Leadership. What is that under? That's my man. Okay. My social skills. Who would
I
have
believe
thunk?
the base TN you need is a 5 to swap 1 card.
Yes, it is. So here's hoping. I have a 3 in leadership. I got a 6.
Ooh, there you go.
Alright.
That was
So
nice.
Henry can swap whichever card he wants with your card if he would like.
Here, Henry, I'll take your. Is the other one a spade or a diamond? Or I mean,
I
a
have
spade or a club?
Spade or a diamond.
Here, if you want, I can take the 3 of diamonds. So here you go, buddy. I'll take that one. You get to act a little sooner.
Yay!
And that is my action. As I still got both pistols, and moving up to cover Lulu, watching this big giant guy like just fucking stave one into the ground. Lulu made a head explode, and I'm just assessing the situation and like trying to take stock of who's where.
Something you would
Occasional-
also notice as well is the pack that's over here. It seems about half of them are heading up towards Num's direction. Yeah, granted you don't know his name.
But I heard of the guy up there, yeah.
Yeah,
Saw him earlier.
You saw him. You could see about half of them move in that direction, and the other half is moving towards the large main as well. So do with that information with what you will.
Yep, I think I've shouted enough that I can say. And, is Nem still prone? Okay. Mental notes of that, but that is my 7 action, and I will put that in the discard.
Alright.
At least attempt to.
7s. I think 6s. I think that's you, Henry.
I have one as well.
How about a club?
I have a diamond.
Okay.
I'm
Kathy, you're first.
just gonna take another shot at the next closest one, which I think is this one.
There's also this one as well.
Ah, sure. Yeah, I'll shoot at that one. D6. Five to hit. Location. 4, so a leg. So, 6 damage. 7, 8, 9, 10, 14 damage to the leg of this one.
Sorry. How much damage did you say?
14 to the leg of this one.
Alright. You blow one of its legs square off.
Yay! And that'll be my turn.
Jesus. You're pretty sure it's not dead, but it like is moving, and it's just kind of like slumps over. From what you would probably guess, its body's probably going into shock.
Oh.
So one downside of wind being on D6s for me. All right. I believe it's Mr. DT's turn.
He's like,
It
finally.
is. Yay! Where do we discard these cards at?
Down where you pulled him.
I saw you with those double 3s, and I couldn't let that stand, buddy.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm gonna shoot at this one here.
All right.
Rate of fire for a firearm.
Yes.
Is that how many shots I can shoot?
So that's what's the rate of fire on your AK? I think it's 9, right?
6.
6. Okay, so you can do 2 3-round bursts with it if you would like.
What does a 3-round burst do? Mechanically.
I think I should be a little closer. So what you would be able to do is you could either dump 2 3-round bursts into this single target, or if you get enough raises, I think you need one or 2 raises. I'll say 2. You can do a 3-round burst, 3-round burst.
What if he just wants to do 1 3-round burst?
Does that do extra damage or?
Yeah, you'll be shooting 3 bullets at them.
Okay. I just-
So like there's a couple different things. You could either load it all into one target, you could walk it to other targets, or if you just want to do a 3-round burst, you can just like innately you can do that. You will be at a -2 for your roll to hit, and then each raise a bullet lands. So 10 to hit,
okay.
and then each raise after that, the sequential bullets will hit.
All right. Well, I'm gonna shoot a single bullet then. at that one.
Okay.
I got a 10 to hit.
That hits with 1 raise.
Location is 12.
So I think moving it up and up or down will still be arms.
Yeah, it'll just swap which leg you're hitting.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna do the just normal then. And then for damage, dies do not explode, or do they?
They do. They add
Okay.
and explode.
Okay.
Get it, buddy.
And Parker, I was wrong. I forgot. The only damage, the only die that doesn't explode, that to my knowledge, is the pick up the pace dice. So it's just a D4.
Okay.
But,
I
so
got,
for next
That's
time.
fine. I still got a 2.
19 for damage.
Ooh.
For all 3 bullets, or
He's only 5.
No, I just did.
oh, you only did 1. Gotcha.
Blow off a leg on it as it's rushing towards you. Fucking slumps over as well.
He's just one tapping with the AK.
Gun control.
And these suckers are $1 a pop. I can't afford to be 3-round bursting right now.
Mood.
You gotta wait till the mom comes out that's like bigger than all of them.
Yep.
And did you want to move or anything on your turn?
Fuck yeah, I want away from here.
That's fair. Yeah, and you can move your normal pace without suffering any minuses. Up to your max. So.
Okay. Pace is 8. So is that 16 on here? Or is it still 8?
No, it'll be what you're measuring. So
Okay.
8. Yeah.
I love playing games with Henry because he's so quiet and contemplative till it's stuff like this. We're like, what do you want to do? Fuck, I want to run. Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
All right.
These
So
things
that,
go chompy chomp.
that was 6. I think Clark, you had another 6. Yes.
No. I
He gave it away.
Oh.
I gave it away. I'm back. I'm down to 3, buddy.
All right. So 6. Anybody else have 6s? 5s?
5.
You're up, big man.
I'm gonna go ahead and draw my other sword and just offer, like, I guess an arm, so freaking broken guy can try to use me to hobble around me to get to our other friends. But I can't really move or get close to these guys, so I can at least just pull out my sword.
If you want to attempt a quick draw, you could still attack. Well, I guess you.
Yeah, I'm not close to anything,
That's fair.
and I can't move.
All right.
So it's just pull a sword, offer my body, so he can, like, try to hobble around me to get to the other guys.
All right. So he also had a 5. His movement's gonna be a little bit less than normal.
Yeah.
Ugh. He quickly hobbles. But he is going to spin around as he does and unload. Oh, hi. On some of these rats running up over here. I just gotta look up a gun real quick. Rate of fire 12.
Submachine gun, baby.
I don't need those. Take this away. I have my espresso, dark chocolate covered espresso beans.
Quit trying to butter up the Marshall.
Cool.
Just Snickers.
Alrighty. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright then. 15, 22 minus 2. that'll work. So you see him like get his gun, and he just takes his submachine gun, holds the trigger down, and just kind of sweeps across that group over there.
Okay.
Hmm. Damage. I'll be nice and roll my Dragon Ball dice for you guys.
For people in the audience, Ryan rolls d6s
Like a vengeful god.
like a vengeful god.
And
Be
always
glad I'm
has.
getting. Be glad I'm getting these rolls that I'm rolling right now out on the bad guys and not you.
They're
I'm-
gonna come back.
It doesn't
Well, it's
matter.
gotta come back later.
You're not getting them out of your system.
Okay, then innocent bystanders for those. Read 2. 2. No. And no. Okay. So he's doing a 3 round burst on the first 3 that are over there. This one gets fucking perforated. Head gizzard. This one gets a couple winging shots on each of its legs and then one in the head. This one gets clipped with a stray bullet. And then this one kind of dodges out of the way of the first 2, but gets clipped in the center mass on the last one. But you just hear him hobbling away like, fuck, ow, ow, ow. And that is your friend. So, 4s.
I would like to. Hold on a second.
How dare you have a family?
Uh-oh. The child cometh.
The children, yeah.
The babies.
The babies.
Just remember, you made those.
You did this to yourself and your wife.
You know, I asked for 2, and I got a bonus one. So you know,
hey,
So did
I got
Charles.
more than I asked for.
it's a BOGO deal.
Yeah.
Who knew?
All right. So I would like to.
Fix your camera.
Yeah. Until my, 5-year-old runs in here in just his underwear. All right. I would like to act on my health card. If that's all right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect.
And for reference, when you're measuring, Ethan, you are kind of like on the.
I was
right.
gonna ask the height at which I'm
Uh,
on.
Yeah, you're about 10, 15 feet up, but you are like on this corner. I just couldn't place you over there.
Yeah. This is the discard pile here.
It is now.
All right. I'm gonna roll to the edge. Do I have any way of just kind of making my way down? Because I know it's an action to stand up.
Yeah, so
but-
you kind of want to roll off and
And
try to
yep, and lower
parkour
myself
tumble.
in.
Yeah, parkour
Yep.
tumble down.
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a flat nimbleness for that.
All right. We are looking at 2d12.
I will say the TN that you're looking for to not totally biff it is a 7.
Okay.
Figured out 3-dimensional measuring, guys.
We got a 9.
Yeah, you're good.
You didn't fuck up.
You do it pretty expertly. Like you tumble down. You kind of like use the wall a little bit to brace some of your fall on the impacts as you kind of like drag down and like do a nice roll, and you're on your feet. Got your
Ooh.
bowling pins out.
Yeah, yeah.
He's a juggler and a tumbler, guys.
All right, I'm gonna throw the bowling pin at the one that's up, the closest one that's upright.
That'd be this one. Yep, you're within range.
And that is throwing unbalanced, so that's 3d8.
Mm-hmm. You aiming for anywhere specific, or?
I would like to aim for head.
Okay. TN that you are looking for is a 9, I believe.
11 for the head.
It is. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Mhm. That one exploded. 10.
10 to hit.
10 to hit.
That's
Misses.
unfortunately gonna miss.
Yup.
Does he
So,
get an innocent bystander roll?
there's
bowling pin.
only for bullets. Here. Hang on.
I love this.
I'm trying, Ethan.
Hey, look. you
Just
gotta do
whiff
what you
it and
gotta do.
thunk the guy behind him.
Yeah. You go ahead and roll damage.
Perfect. Do you want me to?
Don't worry about
You-
location. I already took care of it.
Perfect. Okay, cool. So it's 1d6 plus strength.
Mhm.
Oh boy, howdy. Hello, 4d12 plus 4. I'm just gonna. Okay. Where's that other d12? Yeah, that's what I mean, Clark, when I said I couldn't escape it. 6, 11 for the base damage, and then I'm rolling strength.
Mhm.
So 18.
18.
18. So I rolled a 7 on strength, and then got a 6, and then exploded, and then got a 5 for the base damage.
So you throw this bowling pin, just barely miss past the first rat's face. You see it just kind of like its whiskers fucking waving in the wind force of your bowling pin. And you crack this one like square. And actually, I forgot to tell you. Go ahead and roll another d6 because I did get location.
4.
Okay, that'll do her. You see Num kind of like throw this bowling pin, and you're like, oh, he missed the one that he was aiming for, but the one right behind it, this bowling pin just goes through and bisects it in half as it thunks into the ground.
Wow. Yeah, bisected by a bowling pin.
You just hear Bruce go, wow! Just
Like,
whoa.
there is a lot of force behind that man's throws, apparently.
So like I was just about to say before that description, like bowling pins are pretty solid. Like that's gonna hurt, and then bisected.
Yeah, you just hear bones cracking, skin tearing as this thing's just like, so it just kind of falls into 2 pieces.
Don't fuck with that dude. Don't fuck with that dude.
Watch this bowling pin come back.
No, it is embedded in like almost all the way up to like the top head part of it
Yeah.
into the swamp lane that you guys are in. Like, so probably a good like foot buried into the ground.
Dang.
That bowling pin just lives here now.
Imagine Bruce just sees that, stops, looks at his sword, looks at the bowling pin.
What have I been missing my entire life?
And I'm just gonna yell out, "Got one!" That's it.
Okay, did you want to reposition yourself at all?
Uh,
Because I'd say you probably used about 4 yards of movement to get down.
I guess I'm gonna rotate myself towards the crew. I'm gonna like get myself like here. I've got 12 in nimbleness, so. All right, and that'd be it.
All right. That was
I'm tearing up.
4s, 3s. I believe that's you, Clark.
I have a 3 as well.
Yeah.
I've got a 3 as well.
Yeah.
I think
Who's is
Henry's got
higher?
I have a
got
heart.
spade?
I have a
Heart.
spade.
So that's you first. So you, Kathy, and then Clark.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot with this other one.
All right.
I warmed that one up for you.
And I appreciate that.
You will have a -2 because it's out of your first range, I believe. 10 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just out.
10
Unless you want to scooch one forward.
It wouldn't take
I'll say you're fine. You're fine.
rounding
more.
down.
Yeah. Because it's also like being funky and not measuring from the exact corner where you're at. So you're good. No minuses.
Got a 9.
9 will hit. No raises.
Patience of 5. So that'll be a lower guts.
Yep.
I've got a 28 on damage.
Yep. You're gonna blow
With
this
one
Yeah.
explosion.
split.
That will be the end of my turn.
All right. Before we get to the other two, you see these rats that kind of like not necessarily notice their surroundings, but some of these ones in the back kind of like look towards DT and the other way, and you see them start turning around. These couple kind of chomp through the asphalt there and start dragging off the dead ones with them,
Oh,
and
Don't-
they start running away.
Don't like that.
This one's gonna grab this one.
I mean, food is food. Oh,
I don't like that.
Doot. So they are actively fleeing and no longer engaging you guys.
That's a frightening sign of intelligence.
How did I become scary?
ugh.
I think we all together became scary, maybe.
Right.
Depending on how you guys want to react, we can drop out of combat rounds unless you're gonna like continue to like shoot at them. But for your guys' information, like they are not going to attack you anymore. They are fleeing.
I'm gonna get my bowling pin back.
Okay.
That-
Go ahead, buddy. I'm sorry.
That's it. I'm chasing the one that has my bowling pin embedded into it and
Oh,
getting
no.
my bowling pin back.
No, it's that one's dead. That's this one right here. It's,
Okay,
your bowling
perfect.
your bowling pin's just like
Embedded
in
into the ground.
right behind.
Oh,
Just a little
perfect.
part sticking out.
Yeah, so I'm gonna literally walk up to it, pick it up, make sure it's not like cracked and broken. I'm gonna wipe it off on my pants, and then just kind of throw it back in my bag and meet up with the rest.
I want to, cause I didn't do the knowledge roll earlier, but like, can I try to see it, like I'm trying to figure out if that's them taking their dead is normal behavior or if it's like if they're being influenced, because that sets off all kinds of alarm bells.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Clark and I didn't get to roll knowledge to see if we knew what they were.
Yeah, can we do something like that now?
Sure, if you'd like to.
Is it
Like,
a general?
I'll say go ahead and make a smarts roll. instead.
Okay.
Hey, Clark, you could also call that a dinner bell.
I know, but like I'm just my hackles are up. Explosion. What rhymes with explosion? Another explosion. 13.
Neither of you have any background in like animals or anything, correct?
No.
No, not animal specific now.
From what you would probably guess, like it's not like they notice like, oh god, these people are dangerous. It's just kind of an animal in their surroundings, like scanning the area. From what you would probably guess is they are dragging those dead bodies back to eat because they were
They're-
trying.
they're
All of
easier
them were
targets.
trying to ravenously eat this man. So food, like Ethan had said, food is food.
Yeah, it's still weird.
Yeah, it's definitely eerie and creepy, but they kind of run off, and you can see them all just kind of like dunk into the river and drag off the bodies.
All right, that was me.
We are out of combat rounds now. You have a couple dead bodies around you guys if you're hungry.
I mean,
You see this gentleman over here just kind of like holding his leg, like you see him kind of holster his gun as he kind of props himself up against these rocks and sits down next to by Num.
Yeah.
Man, I thought I was a fucking goner. I was not expecting to see this many people out here. I'm kind of glad that you're, not like raiders or anything.
I think the gunfire kind of drew everybody in.
I guess, yeah. Hopefully, that doesn't bring anything else bad out here. My name is Luke, by the way. Ow, ow. You seem kind of like wince.
I'm gonna
just gonna-
start checking out Bruce's leg.
Oh, yeah. He kind of like sticks it out so you can look at it. Meanwhile, while you do that, he looks over it, and I'm like, "How did you do that?"
It's a trick I picked up.
It's a really good one.
Yeah, it's a show. I'm gonna be bug-eyed. I'm gonna be wide-eyed and like scanning everybody. I'm gonna be like looking at their faces, looking at everything that's going on. I'm like, whoop, all right. What's happening?
Well, twirl and holster the pistols. Seems like we're all friendly folk, which is, God, it's so refreshing. Hi, my name's Kent. Kent Gain here. Just so y'all know, and I'll pull the duster back to show the law dog badge. To try to help put people, like, usual thing to help put people at ease. Yeah, just in the area. Glad we were able to help you out. That's a little friend back there is a little busy checking stuff out. That's Lulu. I'll let her make introductions. Hey there, Luke. Let's see. Can I get a look at that leg there? Since our other friend's busy getting checked out.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, you look. You got dogpiled there a bit, some.
Yeah, they're normally a lot better at this. This isn't like my first go around. They just kind of snuck up on me. A couple of them were like kind of down in some of the bog water, and I was making a little bit of a racket because I was, Mr. Tinsdale's having us look out, go scab for like copper pipes and then some wiring and stuff.
Yeah, I got a 4, by the way, as I'm like kneeling down and like checking them over. Yeah, just basics. You scabber.
Yeah. I'm an apprentice engineer. Yeah. From Nouveau Baton Rouge. A lot of people call it red stick because some people can't pronounce it right. But yeah. But
Those are-
my boss, Mr. Tinsdale, he's kind of like the head engineer there in town, and yeah, there's just getting some stuff, keep the infrastructure that we have up there.
I got a 4, Brian. Don't. He's hurt. I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's probably like a heavy sprain on his ankle.
Hmm.
Nothing terrible, and then just kind of like some abrasions and stuff from getting yoinked out underneath of it. So some blunt trauma and some scraping. Nothing terrible. It's a one level wound.
All right. Well, Luke. I looks like the worst she sustained was from that there rock that got thrown in. As good intentions as it seemed to have been.
Yeah. I mean, at least it didn't like crush my head. That's a plus, right?
Yeah, that's one way to look at it.
I know those things can not go where you want, so I tried to aim.
Hey,
And like
hey,
and like good on you though, because like you pinned like 3 of them down with that, so that worked, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just glad that you guys aren't like crazy murderous people that were just gonna like watch me get eaten alive by rats.
nah, I ain't about that,
Um,
son.
And with my wide eyes, I'm gonna kind of like twitch towards them. Like I'm gonna like twitch backwards and kind of like look at them. And then I'm gonna start going around and collecting the teeth of the big old rats.
All right.
When Numb goes to move away, you doing all right, son? You good?
Also, I'm gonna also throw a twitch in that and be like, yeah, I'm all right. And then
You
proceed
didn't
on
get
my way.
hurt? Didn't get hurt, none?
Nope. I'm all
All
right.
All right. And Brian, that name, his boss's name, they kept throwing around. What was it again?
Mr. Tinsdale is what he called him.
Is that a big name that any of us could have recognized, or no? Not really.
Doesn't ring any bells to anybody.
All right. Well, I ain't too familiar. Luke, I ain't too familiar with the area. I don't know. I can't speak for the rest. But if you know a nearby place that is your place, you are. How far out are you from your work? Because I'm gonna be honest, I want to get the fuck out of this place.
I mean, yeah. So, I have a boat. Um, I still have to kind of scav around here and find. I can't go back empty-handed. So, like, if you guys don't mind hanging out here for a little bit, um, we can go back that way. It's gonna be a little cramped with all of you, and you're really big.
Oh, that guy's real. Yeah, he's fucking
Yeah.
huge. What's your name, big friend?
That kind of looks at DT like, "You good?
I just give a thumbs up. Yeah,
Yeah,
let's.
I'm Bruce.
Nice to meet you, Bruce.
I'm DT. We're just down through this way helping a friend and ran across this.
Oh man, lucky today.
Yeah. Well,
Glad we could help.
Me too.
I got an 8 on medical for Bruce's wound.
Um, he looks over at Kent. I wonder, she's really old, and you're kind of really old. He's just like Midoriya talking to himself out loud. Uh, do you know? I'm not saying that all old people know each other, but do you happen to know Sheriff Renard, maybe?
well, I check out cigarette, light it. Brian, do I know Sheriff?
You actually do. She was in the same like testing class for the Texas Rangers that you were in.
Renard.
You would guess up. She's probably early to mid 60s, if your memory serves right.
Of course, all old people know each other. Nah, I actually know. I haven't seen.
Yeah,
Shit.
you probably haven't seen her in 10 plus years.
I haven't seen her in many years. She's around. That. See if she remembers me. Sure. And like I look up and just have fond memories of how I remember Sheriff.
She was she was very kind but firm. Very rough and tumble as a lot of your type are.
My statement stands.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. She's a sheriff around here.
Yeah, back in Red Stick, she's the sheriff there. She's actually the one that actually I'll let her tell you her stories. That's probably the respectful thing to do.
That'll be good. Well, we'll all we can all take a rest here. I don't know what these other folks are up to. Lulu, you good to head back? Get out of the swamp some into civilization.
He looks up from like cutting meat off of giant rats. Yeah, I'm good.
Well, I'll give you a hand looking for some stuff.
And if anybody wants to harvest meat and stuff off of these rats, go ahead and make a survival roll and let me know what you get.
I'll say, character Bruce is like, are these things safe to eat?
Here, I'll head over.
I guess so.
I ate a horse last week, so I don't really care.
If somebody would like to make a smarts or knowledge roll for that has like survival, like if you have survival trained, you can make a knowledge roll for that.
No, Spain flying system.
I rolled a survival swamp and got a 4.
Oops. Okay. I didn't roll enough dice for that. Just wait a
Brian?
second.
Yes.
Can I give Lulu my Bowie survival knife and would she benefit from the bonus for harvesting? Or no?
I'll say yeah.
Okay.
I rolled a 9 for knowledge.
Okay. So Lulu, do you have survival swamp or anything?
Forest.
Forest, okay. So that changes your TN a little bit. You still make the TN, and you would know that most things, everything's irradiated at some point. But with your knowledge, you know that there are probably some bad parts, like tumorous parts in them, but you can kind of identify those as this isn't your first time. Numb, you would know specifically, like, if you want to help out, you could be like, don't take this part, don't take this part, this is good, this is good. Like, you've eaten these things before. You know what the good and the bad parts
So
are.
as I'm ripping, like grabbing out the teeth and taking those, because I'm gonna assume like the teeth are yay big.
They're about, oversized
Like,
teeth, like
Ugh,
little,
like
yeah.
like
6
6 inches, 7 inches.
Yeah, we'll say depending. Some of them are chipped and busted, but they grow back fast. So
Yeah.
like,
So as I'm gathering that, like, I guess I'm gonna, as I make my way to them, like, trying to butcher the thing, I just start kind of like awkwardly pointing out, like, hey, yeah, don't take that part, take that part. As I'm like currently like ripping out the teeth and like scavenging the
Be like,
rats.
wait, that's not fat. That's a tumor.
Yeah, yeah.
That one will give you diarrhea for 3 days. Don't eat that.
But my goal after that's all said and done, I'm gonna go up to Luke and I'm gonna use a pair of the teeth, like the longer teeth, as splints, and I'm gonna splint up his leg.
Okay. Go ahead and
Oh.
roll medicine for that.
Pretty smart.
Also, here, Lulu, take this knife and pulls out a big Bowie knife from his belt. Here you go. Use a good knife for harvest.
Because when I was standing there listening, I'm gonna assume that Clark was like, "Oh yeah, it looks like it's sprained," and so that's when I was like, "All right, we're going."
Yeah.
You know. I'm having a brain fart. I have too much.
Medicine is under knowledge, to my knowledge, I believe.
I know.
Perfect.
Henry rolled
Okay,
an 8
cool.
for my leg earlier. I don't know if you caught that, Brian.
Sorry, what was that again, Parker?
Henry rolled an 8 for trying to fix my leg. I don't know if you caught that earlier.
Yep. That'll do it. You kind of just patch it up a little bit with
Yeah.
your dress it up. You reduce its wound level by 1. What did you get for your roll, Ethan?
I got an 8.
You will as well. Like his movement's still going to be a little bit slow, but it'll heal.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure that the blunted sides are going up, pointed sides are down.
Yep.
To where it's like in the rubber of the sole of the boot.
Oh yeah. Oh man, you guys are really helpful. Thank you.
So, I've been through here a couple times. You know, this is normal.
Kathy, what did you get for your harvesting survival
9
roll?
with
9?
with the knife.
All right.
Knife.
So those of you that see Kent pass the knife over to Lulu, it's a really nice, ornate, a ghost steeled Bowie knife that he hands off.
Under my breath, I'm just gonna be like, "That'd fetch a pretty penny."
So on a 9, you will harvest about 5 pounds of usable meat.
After all, Bruce is gonna come over here and just kind of like watch. Just like
Neat.
very intently.
Also, I don't know if you saw my Discord message as well.
Oop. Which one?
In game chat. Where you said you'd be watching.
Yes, I also said tag me, so I get pinged up for it. But,
Oh, I didn't hear that part. Gotcha.
Yes. Okay, got it. All right. So a little bit of time goes by. People get patched up. That takes 10 or so minutes. People are harvesting. Once Luke kind of gets back up on his feet, he just starts kind of like scrounging around looking for copper piping, electrical wires, things like that.
I said I'd help him out. I'll do that if I can.
Yep.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a search roll.
Search.
Search or scrounge.
Yeah, search or scrounge.
Search because he's looking for specific things.
Got it.
Oh, he said scrounge, and I'm just gonna scrounge.
Like if you want to scrounge for whatever you might find, you're more than welcome to do that.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna roll scrounge because I understand copper piping and stuff, but like I'm just trying to be like I'm pulling whatever I can and be like, is this good? And just offering to Luke. Because we've already saved him. We've done some good. I'm just trying to expedite.
Well, I guess I'm gonna walk. Go ahead.
Do I need to search if I want to try to collect any of my brass?
Yes. Roll a search because you're looking specifically for your casings. Unfortunately, a lot of them.
Hey, chat.
Oh,
Make sure you're
you'll
stretching.
get some back, depending on what you roll, because some of the K bullets and stuff are going to be near or in the rats. So.
As I'm like passing people, I don't know if anyone has a map. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, you got a map? As I'm like, kind of just kicking rocks and moving stuff.
I got a 7 to search.
I figure I'm busy.
I imagine Bruce just kind of starts following number out as he scrounges, just keeps asking questions like, "Where'd you learn how to use a bowling pin like that? That was really neat." He just keeps asking constant questions. How you learn how to do this?
Hey.
Like, is there a trick to like throwing it?
And I guess in the middle of that, I will. I'll be like, all right, you want to see a trick?
Yeah.
He's gonna drop his bag. He's gonna pull out 2 of the bowling pins that he doesn't. So he's got 3 bowling pins in total.
Clark.
Rolled 14 for performing,
Yeah.
No, you're juggling them.
and I start juggling them.
Of course he does.
The best.
And I'm gonna try to, as I'm like finishing up the juggle, I'm gonna like kind of like toss them back in the bag that's sitting there.
Do you also have throwing pie as a skill?
Pies aren't meant to be thrown, so it's unbalanced. So yeah.
This man could have non. You need to do clown paint to help hide your translucentness and to add to the horror.
So good.
Yo, we gotta hide he's a mutant. Let's just put him in clown paint.
I mean,
What did everybody else get for their scrounging roll?
I got a 9.
Okay. You don't really find anything much of use. This place has already been kind of picked over a little bit from what you can tell.
I didn't actually roll. Bruce just following number. I just kept asking questions. He wasn't actually looking.
Would I have time to scrounge after cutting meat, or is the meat taking that much time?
You can do a quick one, yeah.
Okay, cool.
And then Henry, how many bullets did you wind up firing?
3.
Okay. You find one of your casings.
All right, well, that's better than nothing.
I rolled a 2.
You find some swamp and mud.
Excellent. Honestly, cool.
so Port Allen, huh?
Yeah, it's just one of the little local places. Unfortunately, this place has already been. Oh my goodness.
What?
You got a map?
No. I just. We go out on scavenging a lot. Technically wasn't supposed to be out here by myself, but
Well, hey, now you got like 5 people with you.
yeah, that'll be good. I'm so glad
Alright.
you guys showed up.
So why are you out here by yourself?
Hey, you seem like a likable guy, Luke. Can't be your social skills.
No, so Mr. Tinsdale doesn't like send me out like the others. I always have to go with a group of people. I was just trying to like prove that I can do the stuff that he sends everybody else out to do. But
Does
I
this guy
guess-
look young?
Yeah, he's like
He's like 20.
early
Gotcha. I
early
missed that one.
20s.
Did he introduce himself as an apprentice?
Yes.
Yeah, he said he's an apprentice engineer for Red Stick to Mr.
Sure.
Tinsdale.
Listen, kid. That's how you get yourself dead. Taking big risks like that.
I mean, yeah, I guess
You
I got ahead of myself.
Because you do realize you would have died today.
That like he takes a second and then like actually kind of starts to hit like that thought hits him and you can see it on his face.
Yeah. Listen, do not get in a rush. You will prove yourself in time, and you'll prove yourself more with competence and level-headedness first. That's what helps. That's one of the first things that helps keep you alive out here.
I'm gonna reach into my pocket and pull out a deck of cards. I'm gonna do a card trick. I'm be like, oh, this could happen to you.
Bruce is like trying to pay attention to the conversation, but he sees cards. He just immediately like, what's he gonna do next?
I don't notice the cards being pulled out. I don't notice the cards being pulled out because I'm too busy in mentor mode.
And I'm gonna. Hold on.
Yeah, like competence, being level-headed. Clearly, Mr. Tinsdale saw something in you. You don't gotta prove yourself because you're already in the job. All right. You work with a buddy system. Be aware of your surroundings and take your time. You have time. You will get there. I can see it in you. You have the urge. You have the desire. As I keep stalling for Ethan.
Yeah. So then I'm gonna roll a performance, and I'm gonna do a card like a card trick. A 7.
That's pretty good.
And as I'm doing the trick, I'm like, yeah, if you go out by yourself, things like this could happen to you. As I'm doing the card trick.
Yep.
What did you get?
And then I stick them back in the pack and shove it into my pocket.
Got it.
Yeah.
So as you guys are kind of like talking, having this conversation, no cognition needed. Off in the distance, you just hear a loud echoing boom that kind of rumbles the swamp air.
Hey, Luke.
Yeah.
Is that normal?
I don't know. I heard it earlier too, and that's actually something I forgot to mention when you
Did we
guys
hear one of
first
those
showed
earlier?
up. Like you've been hearing it periodically throughout the day here, but like you don't know what it is.
But it sounds like a boom, like something exploding boom?
Similar, yeah.
Okay. Not
It's been
T-Rex footsteps.
it's been far off enough in different locations where it's just kind of like you hear the reverberation rather than the like what it is coming from, but it's just kind of a boom. Yeah, I've been hearing that a lot today. I have not heard that really before. I'm not quite sure what that is.
I think we should leave.
What time of day is it?
It's getting closer to dark. I'd probably say it's like 5 or 6 now. In the after, like evening.
Luke, how far away, travel-wise, like time-wise, is home for you?
It'd be a bit of a trek, probably a couple hours on my boat. It might be a little bit slower since there's so many of you.
Yeah.
Well, we should probably put some distance between us and those rats.
Yeah, I don't want to be out here at night. Luke, can I have my knife back, please?
Yeah.
Thank
There
you.
you go.
You could hear an explosion. It's getting closer to where you guys are.
Can we leave now?
Yeah, I think we should go.
Yeah, I like that plan.
Can I make a knowledge check?
Yes. What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to decide if this is like gunpowder. I want to know if this is like big guns, if it's not big guns.
Go ahead.
Like if it's, I wanted to discern if it's like a cannon going off or rounds being fired.
Oh, I get what you're putting down.
Yeah. Would that be knowledge?
Yeah.
Can
Okay.
can I've had a similar train of thought, Brian, but rather than guns, can I sparse if it's explosives, like people, because sometimes like they've done that in like mining and stuff.
Mhm.
What would that be? Like general knowledge or?
Yeah. Just make a knowledge roll.
Okay, because like I was like I don't have anything trained for it.
While you're rolling, Lulu's gonna take the meat that she cut up, the 5 pounds of fucking meat, and kind of separate them into 5 different piles.
Yeah.
And then, like, kind of hand a pound to each person, except Kent, because you know it'll weigh him down too much.
Uh,
Uh,
I got a 10 for my knowledge roll.
Because she does not want 5 pounds of meat in her bag.
Both of you would know that this, especially Ethan being who you are, and Clark being who you are, you've had experience with cannons being fired, black powder cannons, and that's what it kind of sounds like.
Kent, while he's musing, just kind of makes a like his face screws up in a weird like as that thought's coming to him, like like the that's hmm hmm.
And I'm just gonna be like cannons,
You-
cannons, and I'm just gonna like wide-eyed like look at everybody like cannons,
Oh,
and just say it like 3 or 4 times.
I don't know. Sure.
that's why it's familiar to me, but like old.
Is it the direction we need to go? Or the opposite direction?
It's hard to place directly because the way the sound bounces off of like the swamp. If you want to wait to see if another one goes off, you guys can make a cognition hearing base.
Well, that was like 2 like boom boom, pretty
Yeah.
close. While we're moving, like let Kent will like say Luke like can we let's get
moving.
going, and but while we're moving, listen.
And I discern which direction that it came from.
Go ahead and roll a artillery.
Both of us or him?
Yes. If you're trying to discern.
That's a cognition, right?
Yep.
Correct.
Okay, I'm not trained in artillery. Is there
So you would roll a 1d whatever -4.
That's right.
I forgot I had
0.
keen. Shit.
Would sense of direction kick in on that? Since I do have sense of direction.
Sense of direction just means you
That's-
know which way is north.
Yeah. That's more for you navigating, not for discerning other things.
Okay.
I'll try
Oh,
to
shit.
listen in too.
I don't know shit.
Yep.
Whatever,
I got a 0 as well.
Whatever I get here, -2.
Yeah. Kind of
I
going
got
off
2.
of what you heard from the past ones, you can't quite suss it. Like I said, if you want to wait around and see if there's another one that goes
I'm
off,
not sure if
you
we
guys
really want to
can-
wait around.
Yeah. I wasn't trying to suss direction. I was just listening to see if there was an increased rate, because we'd hear like boom throughout the day, and now we're hearing like boom, boom. That's all I was trying to do.
Mhm.
Yeah, I would say we want to get moving.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright.
Yep.
All right, Luke, let's get the boat.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a bit of a trek out here. All right.
All right, I got you. Help him walk.
He's like kind of like hobbling a little bit. Okay, well let's get. If you guys want to roll cognition.
Ooh, let's go.
Hearing based, I'm assuming.
Mhm. Yes. Let me know what you get.
11.
Got an 8.
Oops.
8.
Okay. TN you guys were looking for was a 7. So did anybody not make that?
Nope, we're all good.
I think the highest was a 12.
All right.
While you're getting that, like when we're moving, Kent will like fall in line with Lulu and kind of lean over to her like, these people don't seem that bad. A little odd, but not that bad.
Surprisingly.
Oh, there's a boat. Holy shit. Came out of nowhere.
Is it weird that the guy with the see-through skin is stranger than the giant?
No. You can't judge.
No, you're right.
I can't either.
I just gotta get out of my head sometimes.
Is it the insides that count? Because you can kind of see mine.
Nice.
That's why I'm judging.
All
I love
right.
the idea of just being like, you can't judge. Still internal judging. You're right.
So you
Well,
guys can hear from this direction. This is where it is coming from. I would say DT, you can kind of see the crestings through some of the bramble and swamp. The front of a boat starting to approach. That's probably about 250 yards out from you guys. It does not look like a pirate ship. It looks like an old steamboat, so it's pretty big. You don't hear any engines or anything, but yeah.
Is it, for description's sake, Brian? It's like an old steamy boat, but is it armored? Like Civil War fucking naval ships they would use?
Hard to tell from where you guys are at right now.
Fair.
But you also, most of you, if not all of you, would know that the river rats do run down, the Mississippi and through, like the little other paths, make sure things are safe and clear. And they are more often than not a friendly faction.
Well, I see a boat kind of point in the direction of water, I suppose.
Boat's not necessarily bad.
If
I
you
see
got,
Jess.
if you guys would like, because like they don't have really a clear line of sight to you guys right now, because you guys are in some ruins and there's still jungle swampiness going on. If you guys wanted to like hide out and scope it out, you could, or if you want to leave, you're more than welcome to as well.
Boats ain't necessarily bad, but ain't always good neither. Maybe we should hide and see.
I'm taking off and I'm already like getting high ground and like hiding.
Alright.
That fella don't waste any time.
No?
We want to take a chance, see if they're friendly.
Yeah, but let's like take strategic cover and observe before we go be friendly like.
Unless Luke knows them.
So back here.
I don't. I haven't seen that ship really before, but I don't know. I can't really get a good look at it.
I'm just gonna look at Luke cautious and level-headed.
Yeah. As you see him kind of like crouch down, get down behind some of the rubble.
My golly, he learns.
So if you guys want to go ahead and roll a sneak, let me know what you get.
We got an 11.
Buddy. Where's my sneak? That's not.
like to imagine Bruce just picks up a small stick and
He'll just hide behind his own club.
I'm invisible.
I don't move, they can't see me. I got a 3, so
Actually,
I don't
roll
move,
a
they
stick
can't see
this
me.
time. I got a 14.
All right. What did everybody else get? 16, 11, 3.
Yeah.
It is. It is literally.
I rolled a 2 and a 3.
So all of you seem like find some pretty good spots. You see Bruce kind of find this like stone
Imagine he
pillar.
goes over here and just lays down.
Yeah. Like you see him kind of like find some of the rubble and just kind of like pile it up on himself, and he's just like kind of like squat down looking with like dust and whatnot on him, like I'm hiding.
Do that
Like
thing
that
where he's
spider.
laying. He's laying down, but his ass is sticking up in the air.
Finds the only lampshade in the entire area.
Bruce, you gotta hide behind stuff bigger than you.
What? It is bigger than me. Look how much there is.
Yeah, Bruce is like, this slab is this big, and I am this big.
Nobody's like offended. Like, it is bigger than me. What are you talking about?
He just kind of like stays put and seems very confident in his hiding skills.
I want to be. I imagine we were moving. I wanted to be like up over here behind this cover, and apparently I too am laying down.
Yep, like there's alleyways and whatnot that you guys can kind of like find a good hiding spots.
Yeah,
in.
we aren't in this location anymore, so.
Yeah. Because this is just like a small area of this like ruined town. How far away from the river would you guys like to be? I will ask you that.
I mean, that depends on how close we can get with full cover.
How far? Yeah.
With your guys' minus Bruce, you guys could probably get within 100 yards, maybe like 80 if you wanted to get that close.
Well,
How
that's where the rats went. I'm going the other way.
How close is
Not
does
those
the
rats.
town's buildings get towards the river? I guess would also affect it.
There are some that like if you guys move close enough, there are some that are just kind of like sunken into the river in certain points.
Yeah, because that's our biggest part of cover. So I think I'm comfortable with 80 yards.
Yeah, the closer you get to the river, the more boggy and swampy the ground gets a lot softer there, but like you can move in pretty close. Like if you wanted to get up to the river's edge, you could, but I'm assuming that you don't want to get that close.
I like 80 yards.
I'm gonna be about 100.
Because I want to watch to see if they have a flag or any indicator, and
Maybe a cannon.
maybe a cannon.
All right, the boat moves closer as you guys kind of move in, dipping and ducking, using your stealth. Brucey boy, how are you just sticking with DT? I'm assuming.
You would try to, yeah.
Okay, because you're the
It's
outlaw
pretty
here, so I just need to know for a reason.
It's that situation when you're a kid playing hide and seek and your sibling comes up and ruins your good hiding spot.
Yeah.
Shit.
Like, Bruce, get out of here. I'm helping. No, you're not.
I know Num's taking some high ground. Is anybody else getting in high ground to get a better like view of the boat as it approaches?
If I'm able to, I would like to.
Yeah. Like you can find some high ground, some like second stories that are still mostly intact.
Lulu, does that?
Lulu's staying in the swampy area.
Okay. I want to be able to keep an eye.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me sight-based cognitions as the boat approaches, and then I'll let you guys know what you can make out from it.
Everybody?
Yep.
Ooh.
Also, let me know if you have eagle eyes. That is also important.
Uh-oh.
I bust.
Oh no!
I got the swamp milk in my eyes.
No. Dang. 22, let's go. Look at
To
at
be-
least I got a 5.
To be fair, if I to bust on anything, I wouldn't mind it being this.
Um,
I have 20, but I also have keen.
Yep, that's
Okay.
what I have too. I got 20 in keen.
Sorry, I was dealing with the child.
all good, buddy.
You said cognition.
Yep.
Sight-based.
Yep, site based.
Clark, as you're kind of like peering through one of the windows, you like move to get a better vantage point, and you get a bunch of cobwebs and like a spider crawling on your face. That's how you wind up busting through that. Yeah. So you're just kind of like, oh. Like when you get cobwebs on you, they like won't come off no matter how much you try.
Oh, I hate that.
There was a spider.
I got a 10 with eagle eyes.
Um, Quentin's got keen. Kathy has keen. All right. So, and then what'd you get, Parker? 5. So you got a base. Oh, I will start with the basics. So all of you see this.
Except
You
Clark.
can see a large steamboat in pretty bad repair coming down the river. You don't hear any engines on it, but you can see a shit ton of oars kind of coming out the side, propelling it forward. Oh, next tier. You can see the trademark twin stacks of a steamboat. They're rusted, one sheared about halfway off. And an old black powder cannon that is mounted and bolted down on a merry-go-round on top of the boat. It remains behind the one stack that has been sheared. And then Henry and Kathy,
Mm-hmm.
below where the pilot house is on the boat is the passenger's deck promenade. So you can see a bunch of sandbags that are lined throughout there. All of the windows have been broken out, and skins and clothes, not like human skin, like hides, have been hung over them. You both can make out on the side, it says the Delta Queen in kind of re-spray painted lettering. You can also hear, as the oars are moving, you can hear like a boom, boom of a drum beat as they all kind of move in unison with each other. The remains of the stern pad wheel drags behind the boat, so you guys can see that as well. You can make out a few figures kind of moving out throughout the boat. Looking like they have. Quentin, you said you both have keen. Do you have eagle eyes?
I do not.
Either. Okay. You can see some figures moving throughout like the deck of the boat, but it's a little bit too far for you to make out any more clear details about them.
Staying hidden.
Yeah.
So what was it? Queen what?
Delta Queen.
So if Luke is anywhere nearby, she's gonna say Delta Queen. Ring any bells?
No, that might be their river rats. I don't know. I've just heard a lot about them. I haven't really met them though.
Coming back down, sneaking back down. There was a spider. I couldn't see shit. These buildings suck. Oh,
I think
shit.
if I just come down, just Bobb's hanging off his hat, and he's just like,
What are we thinking?
We have no idea if they're friendly or not. There's no indication.
Has anyone heard of the Delta Queen?
no. Never been down this far south.
It's very generic. Like, shit, there'd be all kinds of. That's a very common name up and down the river. Like even before. Like, and Brian questioned, even though Ken didn't see it, but Clark is wondering, and this would help with the description. Was Delta Queen like hand painted on, or does it look like it
Painted.
was?
So
Yeah.
from
He said it
what
was
they
spray
would be
painted.
able to, what they would be able to see is like that was the original name. It's been respray painted, though.
Okay, it's been touched up. It's not.
Yeah, it's not, and it's not a good touch up either. But because you can see like some of the lettering that's super faded underneath some of the lettering that is currently there.
Yeah, like that name was used a lot. Like it's not specific enough to spark any memories for me. Let's just play it by ear. By the way, where'd bowling pin guy go?
Bobby names.
I think we're just staying stealth, Brian, till
Unless something else happens.
You eventually hear the drum beats stop as the boat starts to kind of drift to a slow stop. You can see some rope ladders kind of like lashed down the sides. There are a couple flat boats with motors attached to them near like the back of the boat, and you can see people start getting off there, getting onto those boats, and heading to shore. As other people move throughout the ship, you can see 4 people kind of up on the merry-go-round operating the cannon. And you see some folks make it to the shore.
Should we place ourselves where we kind of would be?
Yeah.
Do they look strapped like
Um,
militant?
So, looking at them from a closer view now, you can see they have a lot of like gator hides on themselves. They have a lot of flintlock and black powder guns, pistols, rifles. A couple of them are carrying what look like blunderbusses.
Okay.
Lulu's gonna sink down further into the muck.
Y'all can. I'll just give this one to you. You see somebody kind of walk out of the pilot state, like the pilot room of the boat. Is this very large gentleman. You see him kind of like walk out towards the edge of the railing and look down at the folks going to the shore. You see, I'm just gonna put him here so you guys can see him.
Oh.
Oh,
Let me get it so stream can see.
I don't think this is a good guy.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
You see this large man, he isn't like fully reptilian, but he's definitely got kind of like the scaly look about him. You can see that he's got sharpened teeth and kind of a more reptilian nose and face. And he's got like a big old cigar hanging out of his mouth that's smoking as he's like chomping on the head of something. And like rips it off like some sort of small animal you can't really make out. He's just like chewing that. He walks up to the edge of the railing and you just hear him. All right now, boys. I don't know who or what's been out here, but y'all heard them guns like we did. And we need to get them guns. Because ours suck. So fan out. See if you can find what's been out here making all this ruckus. You hear me now, Gators? Yeah, we hear you, Big Al. And you can see them kind of like start up the small motors on the boats, make their way to the shore, and start kind of fanning out.
Further into the muck.
Oh,
So, yeah, I don't.
so not friendly.
I'm gonna look back to where I know, like, because I think we're spread out a little bit, and I'm just gonna like look back in the direction where the our new allies are, and just make the hand gesture of like stay down.
Oh,
Yeah, like you guys can like with like talk at a hush and be fine in the distance that you guys are at right now. But these folks are spanning out and gonna start heading in your direction.
I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna stop hiding. I don't have any guns.
Oh.
I don't have any guns. I ain't got no food. I ain't got no guns. I got nothing they want. I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna sit. I'm not even gonna try to like stealthily I'm just gonna sit there.
You're gonna get killed.
if I just try to eat you, but
We gotta get out of here.
Okay. And I need to make a roll real quick.
Guys, we got bolt.
we should have just left.
We can fight
No.
big rats. We can't fight that many people.
Num, you are kind of sitting out in the open. Unfortunately, Bruce, you are not as stealthy as you might think you are.
I'm very stealthy.
As the others are discussing, Num, you can kind of see who you would assume is Big Al, the big gator-looking man. I love Deadlands self-realizations sometimes. You can see him kind of like motioning with his hands, talking to the people that are up on the merry-go-round.
I'm gonna start like tweaking.
And as you do, you notice that the cannon, they're like the crew that's up there shifts the merry-go-round, and you guys just hear a boom. A building probably about just across like the street from you guys gets shelled with a cannon ball, and just kind of explodes everywhere around you guys.
Yeah.
Christ, they're trying to flush this out like they're duck hunting.
And that is where I'm going to call the session for tonight because it is 10.
Woo.
Woo,
Alright.
cliffhanger!
But
Shit.
We totally should have just
What?
left.
one would assume that they have a rough idea of where you guys are.
Sorry.
I mean, it's not like we left corpses or anything lying around.
Yeah, no.
But logic would dictate that they've at least seen some of your less stealthy friends.
Hello.
This is literally an out of the the frying pan into the fire situation.
Mm-hmm.
Well done.
All right, stream.
Oh,
Hello,
we did
stream
it.
chat. It'll be
Oh
fine.
boy.
Oh.
It was a nice action-packed introduction.
So before we end the stream, I'm gonna let you guys pull some chips.
Yay!
Ah!
Where's
He does
where's
have
the
mercy.
thing? Where's the thing?
It's on the corner.
Which corner?
The Nuka-Cola
The-
machine.
Corner
Oh,
of
it's
the country map.
Yeah.
it's a marble for me.
It shouldn't be.
I can tell
Well,
it's
yeah.
got the Nuka-Cola print on it, but it's just bugged for me. It's fine. It'll still work. Is it shuffled? I've shuffled it. So everybody pull 3?
I'll wait my turn.
1, 2,
Ooh.
3.
Ooh.
Hey,
Hey,
America.
I got a red, white, blue. Let's go. Oh.
It-
There we go.
It gets hinky.
Yeah, because that area is like off of the normal map, so it'll like zoom out.
It gets a little finicky, yeah.
Alright. Go ahead, Ethan.
All red. Ah.
Make sure to mark it on your sheets as well.
Yeah.
Textured marble, yeah, that's what stream gets. You get a textured marble, you don't get a Nuka-Cola machine.
Brian, you
Okay.
want to tell them about the stream about the different type of chips?
Actually,
Sure.
I have those.
I guess I'll go next.
Chip.
So,
Red
like I
chip.
was saying earlier, the bounty chips are fate
Blue chip.
chips.
Yay, white chip.
There are red, white, and blue chips normally available. They provide experience in the form of bounty as 1, 3, and 5. If you convert them into that, they also let you modify your rolls. So essentially, you're using your character's fate to modify specific rolls in the game. White chips, you can add additional dice to roll or re-roll however many white chips you can spend on it. Red chip will add to your roll, but I get to draw a chip for the bad boys. A blue chip will do the same, but I do not get to draw a chip. They can also negate wounds damage that is done. And
Wounds or wind.
Yep, wounds or wind.
They're in
one-
chat as well with the
Yeah.
information. But yeah, if you end up forgetting what something does, I'm adding little helpful commands in chat, so that goes for you guys as well in game. My eyeball. Okay.
There are also other chips that can crop up when being a legend chip, where when the posse does something really fantastic for the world, that can sometimes cause a legend chip to happen, which can get pretty epic. The opposite version of that is black chips, which are like legend chips for me, the bad guys.
White legend chip.
Who knows, guys? Maybe
Legend
next session we
chips.
can talk our way through this situation.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
But I hope that you all had fun. I believe we'll be playing next weekend. I know our schedule will be a little bit different when there's DR weekends. We won't be playing, obviously.
I mean, we still
Uh,
could. We'll just be tired.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's depending on the players. I believe next weekend is good to go.
Yeah, next weekend. No games.
But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. It'll take me a little bit getting the rust off of running and whatnot.
I will also make a recap, like basically session by session, and I'll add a command in here so people, if you miss a session and don't want to watch the whole thing, can get a TLDR. And I'll make little description things for the characters for anything that is found out on stream.
And we'll probably get better as we all relearn how to play this game. Things will run smoother and
Oh, yeah.
smoother. And
Oh yeah. Okay.
the last
I'm trying to think what else. I am workshopping some ideas for audience participation, as I said before. I'll try to get those done before next stream, so you guys can do little cool things here and there.
Yeah, we had the fate chips for the last Deadlands things, but that got a little out of hand.
Yeah.
So we're reevaluating. But we
yeah,
still want you guys to get involved.
That one was more for
Fun.
fundraiser and fun. Since this was a more long-term campaign, I need to kind of balance out
You did. It's great.
things that won't break the game for myself or the players. But I hope you guys enjoyed yourself.
I'm gonna start that raid countdown. But yeah, thank you guys for coming. As always, I appreciate all you guys. I'm sure we'll settle into our characters a bit more as we go too. So next stream is on Tuesday. It'll be art stream. I may be drawing Bruce or DT. Hope you all had fun.
Yeah.
Take care of yourselves, drink water, eat food, take your meds, soap your laundry. We're going to C-Dot, who is a fantastic artist. And fantastic streamer. So give him lots of love. But other than that, be good, do good, and we'll see y'all next time. Bye.
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 Bye-bye.